Welcome to UpLIFT. I'm Jared Barnhart.
I'm Heather Mahalik Barnhart. Thrilled to be here today to launch this UpLIFT podcast with Jared.
UpLIFT is all about sharing stories, talking best practices, and really delving into the important mission of doing everything we can to protect children. We'll dig into the important mission of investigating crimes against children and the role digital evidence plays in helping to solve these cases.
Recently, Cellebrite launched a key philanthropic initiative, Operation Find Them All.
More and more the internet is being used by offenders because they can hide behind the anonymity of the internet to reach out to children in chat forums or social media networks.
A study by Purdue University in 2017 says that 1 out of 25 children will experience solicitation online.
We have looked at over 600 million images. That's a job we never anticipated we'd have to do.
The Lake Jackson Police Department received a cyber tip for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. There was a large collection of approximately 40 gigabytes total of CSAM material.
You got 20 or 30 cases sitting on your desk. Every single one of them are good cases. Every single one of them could lead to the recovery of a child or children. Where do you start? How do you prioritize one case over another case?
Able to use Cellebrite's facial recognition and image search to break down all of the images and videos collected.
The technologies that Cellebrite offers is a way for us to go through that process in a more efficient manner, attempts to identify the illegal activity and potentially identify these kids and who's preying on them and what's occurred to them.
Getting into that phone saved her life because Cellebrite gives us your tools to find the bad guys who prey upon children. You help law enforcement build actual cases by what you do, and you do it better than anybody else in the world, truly.
Operation Find Them All, or OFTA for short, is a collaboration between Cellebrite and key philanthropic partners. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, an organization co-founded by John Walsh, who dedicates his entire life to helping missing, endangered, and exploited children after he lost his own son to the unthinkable in 1981. The Exodus Road, an organization who works internationally to rescue and help survivors of human trafficking, many of whom are children. They've helped hundreds walk to freedom. And Raven, the nonprofit that focuses on the policy side in hopes at transforming America's response to child exploitation.
Cellebrite has made a financial contribution to these partners and will donate its technology in kind to law enforcement working cases through these partners.
Our goal is to find the children, find those funding the abuse, find the perpetrators, and remove the illicit images and videos from the internet.
As the video underscored, there are more than 32 million reports of suspected child sexual exploitation each year. You may wonder, can we really find them all? It is our moral duty to try, and this collaboration and Cellebrite's platform of investigative solutions is our best shot.
We are thrilled to have these partners on board. Recently, our Chief Marketing Officer, Lisa Cole, led the creation of Operation Find Them All for Cellebrite. She sat down with both the CEO of NCMEC, Michelle DeLaune, and with Matt Parker, co-founder of the Exodus Road. Here's what they had to say about OFTA.
I think about the daunting task that law enforcement has when they seize computers, mobile devices, and just the sheer volume of data that they need to go through. And in cases of child sexual exploitation, offenders don't just talk to one child. Offenders don't just collect one image. It is mind-boggling to think of the amount of data law enforcement is having to go through. Much of the material may be already known existing imagery, but there is a huge responsibility on law enforcement to identify on this hard drive, on this phone, which images are new, which images might be a child still actively being abused that we need to do something with. Right. Using tools, if you didn't have tools such as Cellebrite, to be able to surface out the new imagery, to be able to parse what you need to address, but we really need to look at this new material, so many children would be lost. So when we talk about Operation Find Them All, we literally mean let's find them all. There are countless children still in abusive situations that are sitting on hard drives, sitting on cell phones that need to be surfaced. And then, again, it takes that global network of law enforcement, organizations such as the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, companies such as Cellebrite. All of us working together is what is needed to get these kids the help they need.
What will OFTA or Operation Find Them All do to further your mission?
So there's hotspots in the world that specialize in CSAM material. And, you know, Americans may be consumers of that CSAM material.
Right.
Even though it's not produced in the United States, it might be produced in another foreign country where vulnerabilities are high, poverty levels are high. Children living in these vulnerable communities are susceptible for being targeted, and communities are known for CSAM material.
They are such dedicated leaders in this fight. We are so grateful for their partnership. As for UpLIFT, Jared, you'll be leading this podcast. What can we expect?
You can expect special guests who will talk about the human impact, including those who work with survivors and how we can support them. We will hear from investigators who work these cases, how they cope with it, how they don't take it home with them. We'll talk about the best practices to help combat this issue, including investigative techniques. I have many cases I can think of where digital evidence really played a key part, and our hope is to pass along those lessons on how we went about investigating it. Coming up in our next episode of UpLIFT, we're going to dig into the best ways to investigate crimes. We'll be hearing more from Matt Parker, co-founder of the Exodus Road, who trains law enforcement who specialize in crimes against children. He'll break down the key components of investigating these crimes, and will speak from experience on the best practices.
We encourage you to visit ofta.cellebrite.com and explore all the resources we have there. You can officially sign up and pledge your support and stay updated on our efforts.
Thank you for joining us on this first episode of UpLIFT, where we wanted to give you a full understanding of what OFTA is. Please join us for future episodes as we continue covering this important topic and ways we can combat crimes against children. Thank you so much.